Is your cat drinking a lot of water? Or maybe you are going through more litter than you expected in the litter box. Some people may be tempted to label this as an aging change in their senior kitty. And with kidney disease occurring in as many as 1 in 3 senior cats, it might seem normal for your cat to drink more or have bigger urine clumps. But trust me when I say it's not normal. It's never been normal, and it's definitely something that should be investigated. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Dr. Emily, and this channel is dedicated to helping you take the best care of your senior kitty. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss a thing, and like and share the videos so I can create more content like it. If increased drinking or urination is ignored, it can easily lead to a shortened lifespan in your cat. Keep watching for more information on what these changes could mean to your cat. A key question in this conversation is your cat drinking more than they were before? Do you have that cat that you never see drink and suddenly it's spending its life at the water bowl? Some cats normally drink a lot of water, and if that's what you're used to seeing, fine. But if it's a rare event, that's a red flag. Same question applies to the litter box. If your cat normally only produces 1 or 2 small clumps of urine a day, and suddenly they're producing these massive clumps or multiple clumps, that means something's wrong. Unfortunately, what we call PUPD, or polyuria polydipsia, drinking too much, urinating too much, actually in the opposite order. Polyuria is urinating too much, polydipsia is drinking too much. It's not a specific sign of a specific disease. It just gives us a clue that something's wrong. Cats may be drinking more if they have GI disease, if they have diabetes, if they have kidney disease. Some infections will cause it, but suffice it to say, it should trigger that red flag and warrant an investigation. A visit to the veterinary clinic or a home visit is something that should be scheduled. If kidney disease is suspected, then we need to start building the list or building that case to prove that this is a kidney disease problem. Here's a list of other possible signs associated with kidney disease and failure. So as I already mentioned, drinking too much water, urinating more often than normal can both be signs of kidney disease. Those can also lead to signs like dehydration. Sometimes that shows up in the form of constipation. We can also have infections, so chronic bladder infections or kidney infections can tip us off that we have kidney disease. Vomiting and diarrhea, believe it or not, can also be indications that we have kidney disease. Bloody urine, cloudy urine, clear urine, urinary accidents, or what seems to be incontinence in the home. The inability to urinate, even though that seems the opposite of what we just started with cats that have what's called anuria, they are not physically able to produce urine. So they're not producing as much as they should, or they're not producing urine at all. Some cats will develop bad breath or mouth ulcers. Others have dry coat. Some are just weak with decreased activity. There can be weight loss, there can be muscle loss. Oftentimes we will see those weight loss we will commonly see with sunken eyes. There's a fat pad that lives in the skull that when cats lose weight, a lot of times we'll see sunken eyes. Muscle loss commonly we'll see over the spine or the hips or the rear leg areas. We can also have a poor or decreased or even absent appetite. Low back pain can be another one. If we have kidney stones that are on the move, sometimes it can show up as kind of a crunched posture, or when you go to pet your cat, they'll kind of slink their lower back away because they have low back pain present. We can have edema and swelling. This is all due to fluid accumulation because the job of the kidneys is to maintain hydration and produce urine. So if they are not doing that, fluid can accumulate where it does not belong. Vision loss and high blood pressure are also common clinical signs. Hopefully we're doing screening tests to look for high blood pressure in our cats, but when we're not, vision loss can show up because the retinas become detached because of that blood pressure. And while this definitely is not an exhaustive list of clinical signs, as you can see, there isn't one specific clinical sign that points us towards kidney disease, but if you are seeing that cat that is drinking more and urinating more, again, red flag should show up and it should trigger a veterinary visit. Something else to keep in mind is because there are a number of different causes of kidney damage as well as different stages, not all cats are going to have all of those clinical signs. Not all cats are going to have the same clinical signs, and oftentimes they will either rotate through them or have different signs at different stages of disease. It's important to remember, though, that any of these clinical signs indicate a problem and they really shouldn't be brushed off as just an aging cat. Check out my other videos on feline kidney disease if your cat is drinking more or urinating more.